Hey fellow artists, the great Steve Arvey sent me a cigar box guitar from his personal collection to try out. No doubt, this is either one of his builds or one by a top-shelf luthier. Let's unbox this thing and see if I can play it. Thoughts ran through my mind as I unveiled this treasure. I was honored by Steve's gesture, but was I worthy of it? I'm not a guitarist. I just build and play my own rustic sliders. If it has frets, will the strings be high enough for me to play slide? Will it have a magnetic or piezo pickup? Will the strings be too stiff for my finger picking? Who built it? And what would they think of me playing it? Well, it looks like the answers start right here. Look at this beautiful vintage style case. This is top shelf whiskey, folks. Let's open the case. Oh my goodness, she is beautiful. Right away, we have our first big clue about the builder, Lace Music Products. We'll dive into this envelope in just a second, but first, let's give this instrument a proper look over. Right off the bat, I am loving the styling. They went with a straight headstock, which is exactly how I design most of my own builds, paired with some sharp chrome hardware. That naturally finished maple neck creates this gorgeous high contrast pop against the dark cigar box. Now look at this. Right on the box, they've mounted a lace matchbook pickup. I've heard a lot about Lace's innovative magnetic pickup, so I'm definitely excited to plug this in. They rounded out the look with a matching chrome volume pot on the side. But the absolute showstopper here? The box itself. Look at the stunning Dia de los Muertos artwork. This is a massive hat tip to everyone in the community who loves building with Drew Estate deadwood boxes. And I absolutely love the aphorism written right on it. La música te mantendrá vivo, which translates to music shall keep you alive. What a gorgeous instrument. Before we go any further, I've got to check the accessory compartment in this case. I actually ordered a killer strings sample pack from Steve for some upcoming builds, and he said he'd throw them in with the guitar. Oh, wow. Look at this. Steve, you are a legend. Steve surprised me with a bunch of extra samples. Thanks so much, Steve. Now, full disclosure, guys, Steve has sponsored a video of mine in the past, but he did not pay for this video. But I'm going to plug Steve here because I've just been thrown back by his generosity, sharing his guitar with me and sending me extra strings. His killer strings, by the way, guys, are great quality for the price, and they're made in the USA. So if you want to support Steve and his small business, I left a link to his shop in the video description box. One of these packs is going to my latest commission by Raymond from King Dolphin TV and to my Padron slider. I've heard of Lace magnetic pickups. I know that they have rewritten the book on magnetic pickups, but I didn't know that they built cigar box guitars. Let's see if this gives us more information about this guitar. It says, Cigar box guitar, certificate of authenticity. This certificate guarantees our hand-built approach in crafting the electric cigar box guitar. Each Lace cigar box guitar is serialized and numbered within a limited collection. Congratulations on owning a part of Lace history. 40th anniversary collection. As a audio electronics enthusiast, I would like to know more about this Matchbox Lace magnetic pickup. Let me look up some information about it. Oh, I did a little research on Gemini, and it turns out that this Matchbook pickup is one of their revolutionary magnetic pickups. And Gemini says, the Lace Alumitone Matchbook pickup is a fascinating piece of engineering designed explicitly for homemade instruments and cigar box guitars. The Matchbook pickup stands out for several visual and technical reasons. At less than 0.25 inches thick, it can be mounted directly onto the top of the cigar box, minimizing or completely eliminating the need to route or cut large holes into a beautiful box lid. Traditional magnetic pickups rely on thousands of turns of fine copper wire wound around a magnet. As the strings vibrate, they induce a voltage in those coils. The matchbook uses Lace's patented alumitone design, which fundamentally changes the physics of how the signal is captured. It uses a single continuous loop of aluminum as the primary structure and the coil itself. By swapping the heavy internal coils for a microtransformer, it is a low-resistance, current-driven system rather than a high-impedance voltage system. This results in a broadband, high-definition response with 0-60-cycle hum, entirely passive and requiring no batteries. Wow. So this isn't just a CBG with a typical magnetic pickup. It's one of Lace's alumitone magnetic pickups. I'm going to play it unplugged, and then I'm going to plug it in. All right, here it is. Holding it, I could feel it has a shorter scale length than my cigar box guitars. My rustic builds have a 25-inch scale length. They're a little spindly looking. This is more visually balanced, more proportional. It doesn't have a sound hole on it, so it's completely designed to be an electric guitar to be plugged in. I have my rustic homemade terracotta slide here. I'm not going to plug it in just yet. Let's see if I can feel my way through this instrument. Takes a little bit of getting used to playing a shorter scale length. Working it out here before I plug it in. Let's plug this guy into my Joyo. I have the Joyo on an acoustic setting, and I have the tone knob completely flat, so we could hear what this pickup and the strings sound like. Beautiful bass. Very clean. I'm used to the guitar giving me a little bit back, putting more noise and stuff into the sound. I'm used to the guitar helping me out as a player because this guy puts out what you give it. Very, very clean. Definitely a guitar for an expert player who can do whatever they want on a CBG. But I need a little dirt to help me out, to give my playing a little more character. So what I'm gonna do, let's add distortion. Now here's another question. Do you think that a top shelf whiskey build could musically coexist with a homemade moonshine build? I'm going to record a loop with this Lace Music cigar box guitar, and then I'm going to solo over that loop with one of my rustic, piezo-amped CBGs. Here we go. Okay. The loop is looping. Now, let's plug in one of my dirty sliders. So can this instrument coexist musically with top shelf whiskey? Let's find out. Let's plug this guy in and then activate the loop. Here we go. So what do you think, guys? Do you think that top shelf whiskey can musically coexist with homemade moonshine? Let me know in the comments. And more importantly, let me know how you think I did with this top shelf instrument. I must say there is a big difference between playing this guy and my rustic sliders. Feels good in the hands, tonally balanced, beautiful, beautiful instrument, but it's very clean. In order to do musically interesting things on this instrument, you need to know what you're doing. You need to have control. You need to be precise with your articulation. You need to be perfectly in tune, because this guy just gives you what you put in, doesn't give you any extra. With a rustically built piezo amped CBG, you get a little more than what you put in. The guitar sometimes has a mind of its own. For a starter, that gives one's playing a lot of character. But I could become a really good player by working with a guitar like this, because it forces you to be precise. It forces you to make your licks and riffs interesting. But apart from that, it is a beautiful and great sounding instrument. Looks good on stage, doesn't it? I love it. Thank you, Steve, for sharing this guy with me. I look forward to continue working with it and becoming a much better player. Thank you, everyone, for joining me in this little unboxing journey, and I'll see you in the next video. Chaito.